So here we are, map number 1 of this best of 3. One of the first round games of tonight's qualifier, and that makes things very exciting for me. It is actually in the round of 256. A lot of players have got to buy through this. There's about 190 players total signed up for today's qualifier. But before we get any further, let me introduce these two players. Spawning to the top right hand position, we have got the green Zerg, Monxz, and his opponent down to the lower left, the yellow Zerg player, Nogard. So this is going to be a fairly interesting ZvZ. Overgrowth has seen some pretty cool tactics used on it. I had the honor of casting a LAN event this weekend, and I got to see a lot of the Season 2 maps played out throughout that. So Overgrowth has been one of the more popular ones. Actually caused a bit of controversy. Anyone who was paying attention to StarCraft 2 Reddit over the weekend, or potentially Team Liquid, may have noted something about Swarmhost on Swarmhost, and it was actually Overgrowth was the offending map. And what occurred there was the two Zerg players both went Swarmhosts, and one eventually got pushed all the way back to their main base. But because of the tide ram, and they had so many Swarmhosts and so many spores, the other just couldn't break the position. It went a couple of hours long, and, well, the end result, I'll leave you to work out, but it was some pretty interesting times. These two, though, are switching things up. We've got a very early gas out of Monxz, as well as that spawning pool. He is expanding off the back of it, so some things to be keeping an eye out for are things like speedling all-ins off of these two hatches for the extra production, big Zergling Baneling plays, or maybe it is just a safe opening, but judging by the 13 supply, I wouldn't be shocked if something very aggressive came out here. So Nogard, he's taken a nice quick expansion that probably was a hatch first. I'm just double checking that. Yep, hatch first came down. So he's playing a much more macro orientated game. Speed is about to begin once Monxz has got enough gas. There we go. So starting it up, all joints are being pulled, and speedling's already in production. This is going to be a incredibly aggressive opening coming down from the green Zerg player. Nogard has come in, he's scouted that a couple of lings are already on their way, and may now know what's up. He's begun his own Zergling production, but added in a few more drones there. The important thing is that he does not over-drone. He has to get out a couple of lings in order to be able to defend this pressure and not just lose the game outright. Still more lings on the way through, but note, the majority of them are just sitting there waiting patiently before they actually try and engage. A few more drones transferring down, and these weren't actually constructed or weren't actually made. These are just moved from the main base, and it's a smart play because if an Overlord was sitting on this shelf, what Monxz wants to do is try and hide the fact that actually he's going for the speedling all in and saying, hey, I've got drones in my natural, I'm not just going mass speedlings. More drones coming out though at the moment from Nogard. He's not going to be in a very good position to defend this. He's got 2 lings up against 12 with 14 more on the way. Speed will not be done either. No gas even taken yet. 2 gases only just now on the way for Nogard. He's got to identify this quickly. Will his Overlord see anytime soon? This is the first hint. If he's paying attention, maybe he can grab enough time. Has to get down some Evo chambers to block. Has to get down some spine crawlers. But it's going to be pretty rough. This could be a very, very close hold. The queens blocking up the ramp, and with 4 queens there, it'll take a long time for the speedlings to get through. It's the right thing to do. Nogard doing everything possible to hold off here. No transfuses available. The first wave of queens have died. A couple of lings trying to get into this fight. The spine crawler nearly done. Over on Monx's side, he's getting down more lings. He's continuing on with this pressure. The 2 queens trying to fight their way through. It's a good defense so far from Nogard, and can he make it work? Total ling numbers are 20 now to 16, but there's the spine and the queens for Nogard. It's going to be very, very close, but it looks like he has managed to hold for the moment. He's got a huge number of lings. GG is called, and game number 1 goes to Nogard.